Guys, Mark here with Weaponized Truth, and I gotta say it's pretty interesting. Some of the things that I happen to run across and how they can correlate, and I can run across some of this information um, completely accidentally. Uh, I was planning on doing some sort of video about David Rockefeller. Uh, I'm not 100% sure if I will, but chances are that I will. I've actually went and watched a bunch of other people's videos, uh, mostly older ones from years back, and I actually have come across quite a bit of interesting information some of you may have not heard about. But anyways, while I was doing that, I actually just came across this random video, and I thought it might be interesting, and it turns out um, it was much more interesting um, than I originally anticipated. And this guy is talking about um, how civilian scientists are starting to actually catch up with stuff that's going on in the military. And he's mostly talking about things like cybernetics. And I found it pretty interesting because one of the things that I've been researching lately, which I'm going to do a more extensive video on later, I still need to get more understanding about this. But one of the things that I've been researching um, into is CERN. And one of the things that I'm been learning about from watching Anthony Patch, who I can already tell I'm going to agree with some things and disagree with on others. That's just how it goes. But this guy's pretty much the leading researcher on the planet when it comes to breaking apart what's really going on over at CERN. And one of the things that he has pointed out is that this pentaquark uh, particle that they discovered. It's called penta because it forms a pentagram, and it's not the God particle they're after, it's the Satan particle. And he gets pretty heavy into this. And part of what this gentleman is talking about here is how they can absolutely 100% uh, use all of these projects with cybernetics to completely control people's minds, and it could definitely be used as a eugenics program. Some of everything in this video that he talks about is absolutely incredible. I'm just going to play you a short clip so you guys can get a sample of what this guy's got going on over here. And if you really want to know the truth about why the world is so crazy and something seems to shock us every 5 or 6 days, you need to watch this man's video because he tells you exactly why they're doing it and exactly why they're doing this forced immigration and exactly how it relates to cybernetics and eugenics and mind control, and it's pretty incredible. So anyways, I'm going to play a sample, and I guarantee you after you hear just a short clip of what this man's saying, you're going to want to go over and watch this video. So I'm going to play a short clip, and then this is just for educational purposes only. I'm not stealing this man's whole work. I just want to give you guys a sample, and then I'll give you a link to his video in the description, and y'all can go check it out. But oh my God, y'all, this is what's up. This is the bigger picture. This is what they don't want you to pay attention to, and this is the kind of stuff that you need to keep your eye on. Here we go.
So I was talking a little bit about, mind control in particular, and something that I worked on that I'm not proud of, but it's called the voice of God weapon. So there are 4 different techniques and technologies that can pipe voices into an individual's head. And once you can do that, you can control them using neuro-linguistic programming techniques. You're rewiring their thought processes and brains. And so this gets into what's called offensive information warfare. And they used it, I believe, in the Gulf War to tell the enemy at that time, lay down your guns, this is Allah. And it worked pretty well, because hearing voices which have no direction or sound, you have to assume that it's some spiritual entity.
And if any of you guys happen to ever have one of these channels where you've had personal conversations with Anthony Patch, because he's talking about CERN and the Satan particle and how this all relates biblically, this guy is talking about the voice of God weapon to be used as a form of mind control. And he's talking about this is a project that he actually worked on, and he's telling you this whole thing that all this stuff that he's talking about, they can do to some extent. And it's pretty incredible. So I find it pretty interesting that I just happen to be reading an Anthony Patch book, getting to know more information about CERN and trying to learn about this Satan particle they discovered last year. And next thing you know, I just randomly come across a DARPA video talking about the voice of God mind control weapon. So this is pretty incredible, and I think you guys are gonna want to watch the whole thing, because this is the things that we need to be paying attention to. Why everybody's freaking out over immigrations and elections everywhere and what's going on with Trump and what's going on with the CIA. This is the stuff that they're working on right now that they don't want anybody to talking about, because this is endgame. I'll leave a link. Y'all take care.